Hello, and welcome to Miss Mellon's Grade 7 Earth Crust Unit. Before starting this lesson, you should have knowledge of the layers of the Earth, including the lithosphere, the anthosphere, the mantle, the inner core, and the outer core, as well as have knowledge of tectonic plates. You also should have watched this video, which will give you reminders from last lesson, as well as new knowledge for this lesson. For today's lesson, we're going to learn about tectonic plates and how they move. We've already looked at the layers of the Earth and what tectonic plates are, but today we're going to look at how they interact with one another. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the movement of tectonic plates, provide examples of what happens when tectonic plates interact with each other, as well as be able to define subduction, convergent, divergent, and transform boundaries. So here I have our tectonic plate demo. I have our tectonic plates, and I have our upper mantle, which I'm going to use demonstrating using water. And because the upper mantle is composed mainly of lava or molten rock, I grabbed red food coloring to make this easier for everyone to see. So here I have our tectonic plates, and on one side I have land or continental, and the other I have water or oceanic. So there are two different ways that tectonic plates can move. Put a land and a landa. So they can move apart, which is called divergent, or they can move together, which is called convergent. Divergent, convergent. So there's two things that can happen when tectonic plates move in a convergent manner. So if you have two land-based or continental plates and they converge or come together, that's going to create a collision, which is going to push both of the tectonic plates up. This creates mountain ranges. The other thing that can happen when you have a convergent boundary is one of the two that is less dense is actually going to go under the other one. This is called subduction. So, as my demo explained, there's two things that could happen when you have a convergent boundary. If you have two tectonic plates coming together and they collide, they can create mountain ranges. You can also have two tectonic plates collide and one be less dense. So, for example, a continental and an oceanic. And the oceanic will actually go underneath the other one, causing subduction. When this happens, it creates ocean trenches and can also lead to serious natural disasters known as tsunamis. Let's see what else can happen. There's another type of boundary that could happen with two tectonic plates, and that's when the tectonic plates slide together. When two tectonic plates slide together, it creates a fault line. So that video showed you a transform boundary, or when two plates slide together. So when they slide together, they create a fault line, and earthquakes most generally happen along fault lines. So that's the three different ways that tectonic plates can move. For this lesson, there's 4 definitions that you should know. Subduction, a process where one edge of a tectonic plate is forced underneath the edge of another. Divergent boundary, where two plates move away from each other. Convergent boundary, where two plates collide with each other. And transform plate boundary, when two plates slide against one another. For this assignment, I want you to explore how tectonic plates influence Earth. Find a natural disaster such as an earthquake or a tsunami, mountain range, or ocean trench. The causes of these are most likely an interaction between tectonic plates. Did the one you choose have a convergent, divergent, or transformative boundary? Post to course spaces under the forum and look at what your peers have selected. Is there similarities? Differences? Comment on at least one other person's findings.